What if I told you that people over 80 know cleaning secrets that can revolutionize your home? While you spend hours scrubbing, wiping, and tiring yourself out, they finish everything in half the time and with much better results. Today, I'll share with you the most valuable techniques I've learned from observing these experienced people over the years. Have you ever noticed how our grandmothers and great-grandmothers kept their homes spotless, without rushing, stress, and especially without expensive products? They possess knowledge that has been passed down from generation to generation, techniques tested and proven through decades of practical experience. These tips I'm going to share today aren't just simple tricks. They're true secrets that can completely transform your cleaning routine. If you don't learn these techniques today, you'll continue to waste precious time with methods that don't work properly. You'll continue to waste money on unnecessary products and exhaust yourself much more than you should. But if you stick with me until the end of this video, you'll discover how to clean your home smartly, quickly, and efficiently, just like the wisest people I know do. Tip 1. The power of hot water with salt. When I was a child, I always saw my great-grandmother adding salt to hot water to clean the floor. At the time, I thought it was strange, but today, I understand that she was using one of the most effective techniques available. Salt isn't just a seasoning for food, it's a powerful cleaning ally that solves problems we can't even imagine. The biggest problem this tip solves is the difficulty of cleaning floors that look dull or have shoe marks. You wipe, and wipe again, but it never seems to get them truly clean. This happens because regular water can't completely break down the grease and residue that stick to the floor throughout the day. To apply this technique, you'll need a bucket of very hot water and 2 tablespoons of coarse salt. Dissolve the salt thoroughly in the water and use this mixture to mop the floor. The salt acts as a very gentle, natural abrasive that removes stubborn dirt without damaging the floor. It works on any type of floor, whether ceramic, porcelain, or even varnished wood. The benefits are impressive, and you'll notice them the first time you use them. Your floors will have a natural shine you haven't seen in a long time. Shoe marks will disappear completely, and that sticky feeling will never return. Plus, salt has natural antibacterial properties, so you're cleaning and disinfecting at the same time, without the need for harsh chemicals. Tip 2. Vinegar to make glass shine. Every experienced person I know uses vinegar to clean glass and mirrors. It's no coincidence. It's wisdom accumulated over decades. They've discovered that industrial glass cleaners often leave marks, stains, and even a film that dulls the surface over time. The problem this tip solves is that frustration of cleaning glass only to have it appear dirtier than before. You wipe it down, smudge it all, try again, and the result is still disappointing. This happens because many commercial products contain substances that leave residue on the glass surface. The application is very simple, and you probably already have everything at home. Mix 1 part white vinegar with 2 parts water in a spray bottle. Spray this mixture on the glass and wipe with a clean cloth or paper towel in circular motions. For even better results, finish with a dry cloth, always working from top to bottom. The result is crystal clear, streak-free glass with a natural shine that lasts much longer. Vinegar cuts through grease and removes residue from other products, leaving the surface squeaky clean. Plus, this solution costs pennies compared to industrial products, and you'll never have to worry about fogged up or streaked glass again. Tip 3. Baking soda to eliminate odors. Older people always had baking soda in their homes, not only for cooking, but especially for cleaning. They knew this simple white powder solved problems that expensive products couldn't. It's amazing how something so basic can be so effective. The biggest problem that baking soda solves is the persistent odors that cling to your refrigerator, cabinets, sneakers, and even your sofa. You've probably experienced this before, a bad smell that won't go away, even with the best cleaning products. This happens because most products only mask the odor, not completely eliminate it. To use this technique, you can apply it in several ways depending on the problem. For the refrigerator, place a small container of baking soda on each shelf and change it every 2 months. For musty-smelling cabinets, sprinkle baking soda on top, let it sit for a few hours, then vacuum. For smelly sneakers, sprinkle them inside before storing and remove them the next day. The benefits are immediate and long-lasting. Baking soda not only removes odors, it neutralizes the bacteria that cause them. Your home will smell naturally and freshly without the need for artificial air fresheners. It's an economical, natural, and completely safe solution for use in any room of the house. Now, before we move on to the next tip, if you're enjoying these amazing techniques, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any valuable tips. And let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I love hearing from our followers. Tip 4. Lemon to whiten and disinfect. Our grandmothers always had lemon in their kitchen, and not just for seasoning food. They discovered that this citrus fruit is one of nature's best cleaning products. Lemon has properties that many industrial products try to imitate but never manage to surpass. The problem lemon solves is the darkening of surfaces like cutting boards, sinks, and even white fabrics. Over time, these surfaces lose their original color and look dirty, even after washing. Industrial bleaching products are harsh and can damage these materials. To apply this technique, cut a lemon in half and rub it directly on the surface you want to whiten. For cutting boards, rub with coarse salt along with the lemon to enhance the effect. For white fabrics, add the juice of 1 lemon to the final rinse water. For stainless steel sinks, rub half a lemon and then rinse with water. The benefits are numerous and you'll be amazed by the results. Lemon naturally whitens, removes stubborn stains, and leaves a fresh, clean scent. It also has powerful antibacterial properties that disinfect surfaces without harsh chemicals. It's economical, natural, and works better than many expensive products. Tip 5. Newspaper to dry without leaving marks. Savvy people have always saved old newspapers for cleaning, and they had a very clever reason for this. They discovered that newsprint has a special texture that absorbs liquids without leaving lint or marks, something few materials can do. The problem this tip solves is the difficulty of drying surfaces without leaving streaks or lint. You clean your mirror, glass table, or window, and when you're done, it's covered in streaks and stuck on hairs. This happens because regular cloths and paper towels leave microscopic residue on the surface. To use this technique, after cleaning the surface with your usual product, take sheets of newspaper and dry them in circular motions. The newspaper absorbs all the moisture, leaving the surface completely dry and streak-free. It works perfectly on glass, mirrors, stainless steel surfaces, and even varnished wood furniture. The benefits are impressive, and you'll notice the difference immediately. Surfaces are left spotless, without any marks or residue. Newspaper is free, you probably already have it at home, and it works better than expensive special cloths. Plus, you're reusing a material that would otherwise go to waste, helping the environment. Tip 6. Water with floor softener. This is a technique I learned from an 85-year-old woman who always had a wonderful smelling home. She told me she mixed a capful of fabric softener into the cleaning water, and the results were amazing. At first, I thought it was overkill, but when I tried it, I understood why this technique is so effective. The problem this tip solves is keeping your home smelling nice for much longer, without having to use expensive products or constantly spray perfume. We often clean the entire house, only to have the pleasant smell completely disappear a few hours later. To apply this technique, add a capful of fabric softener to the water you use to mop the floor. Mix well and use as normal. The softener won't damage the floor. On the contrary, it will leave a microscopic layer that repels dust and retains the scent for much longer. The benefits are incredible, and you'll notice them from the first application. Your home will smell delicious for days, not just hours. Your floors will feel smoother and softer, and dust will take longer to accumulate. It's an economical technique that completely transforms your home's ambiance. Before moving on to the next tip, I want to tell you about something special I've prepared for those who want to go beyond this video. It's a complete guide with organization secrets that completely transformed my home and can transform yours too. The link is in the pinned comment, and for a limited time, I'm offering a special discount for channel subscribers. Now let's move on to the next tips, which are some of my favorites. Tip 7. Cold water to remove wax. One of the smartest techniques I learned was using ice water to remove spilled wax. This tip came from a woman who ran a church and was constantly dealing with candle wax on furniture and floors. She showed me how to solve this problem simply and effectively. The problem this tip solves is the difficulty of removing candle wax spills from furniture, the floor, or the tablecloth. When we try to remove hot wax, it spreads and worsens the situation. When we wait for it to cool completely, it hardens and seems impossible to remove. To apply this technique, first let the wax cool naturally, without trying to remove it while it's still hot. Then, Place ice cubes in a plastic bag and place it on the wax for a few minutes. The cold will make the wax very hard and brittle. Then use a spatula or even a spoon to peel off the wax, which will come off in chunks easily. The benefits are impressive, and you'll be surprised at how easy it is. The wax comes off completely clean, leaving no residue or staining. It works on any material, from wood to fabric. It's a free technique that solves a problem many people consider impossible to solve. Tip 8. Garlic clove for stuck screws. This is one of the most curious techniques I've learned, but it works surprisingly well. An experienced person showed me how to use garlic cloves to loosen screws that had been stuck for years. At first I thought it was strange, but the scientific explanation makes perfect sense. The problem this tip solves is loosening screws that have become stuck over time, especially in antique furniture or objects that have been stored for a long time. These screws appear welded in place and break the screwdriver when we try to force them. To apply this technique, peel a clove of garlic and rub it well on the head of the stuck screw. Leave it on for about 15 minutes to allow the garlic's natural oils to penetrate the metal. Then, try unscrewing as normal. The garlic acts as a natural lubricant that breaks down oxidation and eases movement. The benefits are surprising, and you'll be impressed by its effectiveness. Screws that seemed impossible to remove come out easily. It's a completely natural, chemical-free technique, and you probably already have garlic at home. It also works on squeaky hinges and stiff locks. Tip 9. Damp cloth to collect pet hair. People who have always had pets have developed incredible techniques for keeping their homes clean. One of the most effective I learned was using a damp cloth to collect dog and cat hair from the sofa and clothes. It's a simple technique that works better than many specialized products. The problem this tip solves is the difficulty of removing pet hair that sticks to the sofa, clothes, and even curtains. Vacuum cleaners often can't soak up all the hair, leaving it flying around the house or stuck to surfaces. To apply this technique, dampen a clean cloth with water, wring out excess water, and wipe over the furry surfaces. The fur will stick to the damp cloth like a magnet. To enhance the effect, you can add a drop of fabric softener to the water, which will dampen the cloth. The benefits are immediate, and you'll see the difference with the first wipe. The damp cloth collects all the hair at once, leaving surfaces completely clean. It's an economical, fast, and much more effective technique than expensive specialized products. It works on any type of fabric or surface. Tip 10. Aluminum foil for sharpening scissors. This is a technique I learned from a lady who was a seamstress over 50 years ago. She always kept her scissors sharp using only aluminum foil, and she taught me this incredible trick that can save any dull scissors you have at home. The problem this tip solves is sharpening scissors that have become dull over time. Dull scissors require much more effort to cut crumpled paper instead of cutting, and can even be dangerous because they require more force to use. To apply this technique, take a sheet of aluminum foil and fold it several times until it forms a thick strip. Then, use scissors to cut the strip into small pieces. Using full opening and closing motions, the foil will naturally sharpen the blades as you cut. The benefits are surprising, and you'll notice the difference immediately. Your scissors will cut like new again, without having to sharpen them or buy new ones. It's a free, quick technique that works with any type of scissors. You can do this whenever you notice your scissors getting dull. Now that you've learned these 10 incredible techniques that experienced people have been using for decades, it's time to put them into practice and transform your cleaning routine. These tips aren't just tricks, they're true secrets that can save you time, money, and energy. Remember, knowledge without action is worthless. Choose 2 or 3 of these techniques and start using them today. You'll be amazed at the results and understand why these people keep their homes spotless with such ease. Your home deserves to be clean, organized, and welcoming. With these tried and true techniques, you have everything you need to achieve this. Don't put it off. Start applying these tips to your routine right now, and let me know in the comments which of these techniques you're most excited to try first. I'm sure you'll fall in love with these simple and effective methods. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because I always bring you valuable content like this. Try again, de-change the beginning and don't leave the script. Stuck like this in the part of each of the tips.